Right, so for more on this, we're going to be joined via Zoom by Vanetia Phakula, meteorologist from the South African Weather Service. Vanetia, good afternoon. Thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Afternoon, and afternoon to your viewers as well.
Vanetia, we have seen some parts of the country snowing in the last couple of days. Perhaps in your prediction, is the temperatures likely to drop significantly in the next couple of days? Perhaps you could talk to us about the phenomenon occurring on that front.
Yes, the temperatures are very likely to drop significantly, especially over Gauteng. We might start feeling the cold tonight, but those who are working the early hours of tomorrow morning, I think they need to be prepared, because there are certain areas where we might even see minimum temperatures dropping into the negative. So for tomorrow, with the cold front exiting the country, we expect these snowfalls to start spreading over the Drakensberg in the KZN area. We even seeing these cold fronts, the snowfall spreading into Mpumalanga as well. Hence, we expect the very cold conditions to spread over Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Free State, and the Northwest provinces. So Monday will be a very cold conditions in most parts of the country.
Vanetia, we've obviously been highlighting this story throughout the weekend. You've spoken about which areas are most likely to be affected with temperatures plummeting in some of the provinces. At this point, were there any damages incurred on the back of the extreme weather conditions experienced so far? Walk us through what's come to your attention.
Not much damages have been reported. We just had a few houses in the Western Cape that were damaged by wind, but fortunately, we did not have any loss of life, and we are not expecting much damages to occur. But with KZN, as we know, with our April floods and the recent flood that damaging winds that they had, I think that's a province where we need to keep a lookout at for disaster management, as we're still expecting a rainfall over that area. We have issued a yellow level 2 warning for possible heavy rain that might lead to flooding, but mainly the north coast of KZN. So for that province, I think our disaster management just needs to keep a lookout, as they have experienced damages previously. But otherwise, we're not expecting much damages. The main focus is the very cold conditions.
Vanetia, perhaps for those who've just tuned in, you could walk us through how people could best prepare for these icy weather conditions. What's your best advice or tips at this point?
The best advice is to stay indoors. If you're going to be walking outdoors, be dressed up very warmly. For those who are the homeless, those without shelters, if they can find the nearest shelter and stay at the nearest shelter, at least for the next few days until it warms up, that will be advisable. And this will also affect the farmers, the animals as well. So if there's shelter for them as well, they can find shelter. Say if you are an animal farmer, or you have you are a farmer who has animals, or you have animals in your possession, the best that you can do, if you don't have anywhere else where you can take them, is to locate your nearest municipality and let them advise you how they can best help you to keep your animals in a safe, sheltered area.
Vanetia, thank you again for your time with us here on the SABC. Meteorologist Vanetia Phakula is from the South African Weather Service, just giving us the latest there with regards to the cold front sweeping across the country. Temperatures in some of the areas set to plummet below 0 degrees Celsius. So we'll monitor the conditions, perhaps see what emerges as we head into tomorrow. Again, thank you to Vanetia for her time there with us.